All right, here we have the third example of the same case. Here it's a function with the polynomial term or the algebraic term, but here we now have a logarithmic function. So yeah, remember we said whenever we see a polynomial term, it is going to be our u. But here when we see a logarithmic function there, that's an exception. The polynomial term will not be our u because the u will be the logarithmic function, okay? It's easier to differentiate than it is to integrate it. So here would say if you remember, first of all, we already identified that this is an integration by parts because there are two different types of functions and they're multiplying. So here, what are we going to do now? We remember that it would be the integral of u dv is equal to uv minus the integral of v du. This is the integration by parts formula. So we need a u and we need a dv. Well, what is our u in this case? Our u would be the logarithmic function. So let u be equal to ln x. That means du dx is 1 over x. And that means du is equal to dx over x, if we can say that. Or it's 1 over x dx. It's still the same thing. All right, now that means my dv is equal to 3x squared. And my v is the integral of 3x squared with respect to x. And my v is therefore equal to, I pull out 3, the integral of x squared with respect to x. V would be 3 multiplies the integral of x squared. You increase the power by 1, right? It becomes x cubed over 3, okay? So you increase the power by 1, then you divide by the new power. 3 and 3 will cancel. That means v is equal to x cubed. Wow, really? Yeah. So that means the integral of 3x squared ln x with respect to x will be uv. What is my u? It's ln x. Never forget to write this formula, okay? It will help you. Ln x times v. V is x cubed. Okay, minus v, my integral of v, which is x cubed. And then du is dx over x. So this would become, would say now the integral of 3x squared ln x dx, which is what I'm looking for, is therefore equal to x cubed ln x minus, here this x will go into x cubed, will remain with x squared. So it's the integral of x squared with respect to x. Wow. Therefore, it means the integral of 3x squared ln x with respect to x is equal to x cubed ln x minus, here the integral would be x to the 3 over the new power 3. And then, because it's the end, we add the constant of integration c. And this would be your final answer, okay? You would have found the answer.